Welcome back to another episode of We Are VR Troopers. Last time, there's actually that backstory which considers the VR Troopers as well as their unlikely allies, known as the Mutant Football League. And during Grimlord's invasion, virtual reality was affected, as were the mutants, either by death, destruction, or radioactivity, transforming them into mutants, mostly skeletons and superhumans. And because they were being invaded, they decided to help out the VR troopers thanks to Cheetah, who has actually introduced them to the heroes. And with their combined efforts, every team has been recruited. And so, there was only one team that has never been found, which was the Turbo Techies. They live on Asteroid 66, which is close to the Void Club, aka the Indigo Sector, and conveniently enough, the Dark Fortress was actually hovering over that location. After Orklon was destroyed, the Turbo Techies got it up and running again. So the conflict isn't over yet. What will happen next? Well, let's find out. Sorry I ended it so abruptly before. It was just dragging on too long. So here goes. A few days later, as the experts were doing their own thing, the troopers and Cheetah were relaxing at a nearby park. Their minds weren't completely at ease, however, as they couldn't get the mutants' fate nor the anticipated plans nor Gremlin's new agenda with the techies off their minds. They were also curious as to who they were and what they were capable of, even Cheetah. While they were discussing, she was easily distracted by her schoolwork. Lake Grammar School was not so easy. JB volunteered to help her understand her reading assignment about answering some questions that required critical thinking. Soon they were ambushed by Skugs who were disguised as park attendants, one of them holding a rake, and the quartet were getting tired of them. "We'll deal with this later. We got a struggle of our own." Ryan ordered Cheetah to hide with Jeb, which wasn't really a surprise. "Come on, Jeb, let's go," she said as she led him away to a hiding spot by which she had trouble finding. It was easy for the hounds as he scurried into a fallen trash can. Cheetah refused to go in it, gagging all the while. During the fight, one thug eventually fixed on the single target. "Jeb, run!" K9 actually obeyed her. She avoided his advances on her using her evasiveness. "Get away from me, you stupid lunkhead!" She actually managed to kick the goon in the chest, forcing it back. He glided toward a bench, then pummeled on the pavement on its back. She then marched up and gave it another kick to its head, while he saw an opening. Ryan gave a strong kick to another Skug, backing it toward the other, and they both dissipated when their bodies made contact. Meanwhile, both Caitlin and JB got their hands full as the remaining pair transformed into Ultra Skugs. They strenuously finished them as one of the pseudo-monkeys' bodies got caught in between the two intersecting tree trunks. Cheetah was quite excited. This was the first time she ever confronted the foot soldiers, and the trio couldn't be more prouder. She wished she could have finished a whole legion of Skugs that'll surround her. Then she would knock one into the other and the remaining thugs would follow suit, resulting in a domino effect. That was an idea I had with the episode when Caitlin was dealing with her nightmares. And there was a nightmare in which Ryan was surrounded by a huge ring of Skugs, and I'm like, come on, use the domino effect. Knock them into each other. It's just that easy. All of a sudden, there was a chirp coming from Ryan's VRVT, interrupting the brief congratulations. It was the general again, and this time both he and his soldiers looked as if they were loaded for bear. They were also very frantic. He informed angrily the anxious mutants couldn't wait forever, as each one of their domains were being bombarded by Grimlord's assaults. All their home fields and stadiums were devastated as he showed him screenshots. Only a small handful of lucky survivors from every team averted from his rats, including Clock Kid himself as well as others. All of virtual reality was destroyed except for one single area, Asteroid 66. The general rallied up his troops. "Listen up, slime buckets! You no longer hold that rancid rank anymore. You've now evolved into troopers just like them. Grimlord may kill us all as well as our homes, but he can never break our spirits. I keep telling my colleagues back here that these warm feelings of peace and serenity wouldn't last. No matter how many times we have won, he'll always sprout out from the ashes of failure. And so will we! We should let Grimlord know who's boss. And we shall show him that he won't live long enough to be the master of the virtual world. This is our domain. We should let our rage fill our heads, no matter how much space there is up there. If we win this one, you shall expect me to treat you all with the utmost respect, but don't count on it. Now don't try to change our one-track berserker minds. We are going to fight in this final war, with you or without you. Transmission ended. They were going back to the lab via Caitlin's red automobile. Razor Kid soon snarled over the display. Ryan! I've never seen the General like this. He may be angry and crazy, but this is just beyond insanity here. I always had a desire in dominating my own world. Not let mine be dominated by that Meijin monster. We're the only ones who could prevent all this, and we can both rule it together with absolute valiance. You and I and your old man have suffered enough. This is not a game anymore. It's war! Run away, kid. This truly is a battle to the end. Well, if it's a fight he wants, if it's a fight he'll get. You should never let Grimward rule all realities. We're right with you. So we're heading back to base. The War Slammers led the invasion to the Indigo Sector. This is it, my loyal and trusted subjects. If we won't live to see another dire day, just remember, we are the War Slammers, and this is what we do! Yeah! With their gorilla and sharp weapons drawn, they rushed in and tackled some of Grimlord's skunks down so deep that even the grave diggers would have a hard time finding their scrap metal. The Slammers were joined by the weaker teams, including the Road Warriors, the Rad Rockers, Killer Convicts, and the Vile Vulgars. Their might and blood were boiling as hot as magma despite the henchmen's lethal tactics, including Despera's staff. That alone caused the armies to scramble and their numbers dropped drastically. The human quartet made their entrance, and Tyler was awaiting them. Professor, the mutants are going on a full-scale assault on Grimlord and his armies. It has been confirmed. The mutants have declared war. Knowing them, they won't stop until all the blood has been shed. This is not good. My friends are out there. They'll never stand a chance as long as they charge into battle this way. We need strategy, tactics. They could be done for if they continue to be so reckless, even against Despair and Grimlord's other generals, even the techies. Which is why we may need you. Dad? Are you sure about this? Definitely, Ryan. Her time is now. It is true we need to plan our strategies accordingly. Otherwise, we cannot win. He switched on a translucent wall capsule containing a yellow armor suit that's about 4 feet tall, has a hungry face and spots related to a wild cat, complete with a long curly tail. Through all of Cheetah's valiant efforts, directly and indirectly, Tyler demonstrated her the new virtual suit, which had similar traits to a cheetah despite the arm and leg blades. It even came with her own whipping tail designed for offense and balance. Her outlook was the first of its kind, being enhanced with animalistic abilities, though it was experimental, as she may not be as powerful as the other troopers. She was still a beginner after all, especially in combat where she could barely hold her own. Wow, Tyler, this is great! Thank you! She beamed, her face lighting like a Christmas tree. She thought she could never have that golden opportunity, and literally so. Oh, I almost forgot. The Room Virtualizer. He hung it over. It illuminated in a bright electrical banana hue, including the topaz. Do you accept the responsibility that has been given to you? The choice is yours, Cheetah. She looked at her friends who were wearing both expressions of disbelief and admiration. Yes, sir. Virtualizer was placed in her small but trembling palm. Are you ready, Cheetah? Just say the magic words. Everyone stood back as she told them, took a deep breath, and raised her pendant proudly as she shouted, Trooper transform! We are VR! In a flashy display, Cheetah gradually changed into a cheetah-esque armor. The spectators could have sworn it let out a purr, like a wild cat about to claim its prey. This was truly the first time that Cheetah has proven her worth as the fourth virtual reality fighter, and the VR war itself is only the beginning. Sorry I had to cut out. It was just dragging on for too long. If there's any species of the Mutant League that'd be my absolute favorite, it's gotta be the aliens. I always liked those dragons from the Psycho Slashers or any other team I'd see them in. They look, perform, and even sound awesome. I'd always consider them to be great allies to Ryan since they were both great. Also, from a guide I found, each species has certain characteristics that can be similar to every trooper. For instance, the aliens are considered as wild cards. I'd probably pick the same for Ryan since you never know when they're gonna get out of a jam. Believe me, Ryan has found himself in trouble many times. JB and the Superhumans are both well-rounded and perhaps the strongest offensively, while Caitlin and the Skeletons are nimble and quick, and the Trolls are just brutes on the field. Speaking of which, you gotta admit, the dialogue in Mutant League football is so hilarious, as graphic as it may sound. If you played the game, you know. Also, when the troopers fight the Skugs, one of my favorite... those are just the songs here. I kind of want this fic to be in a movie-like format instead of the usual syndicated series. I had a theme song for Cheetah, but I forgot what the commercial was. There was a very epic theme song with a trumpet, but I can't find it. Anyway, the VR war has begun. This time it's personal, as the mutants have finally desired to bring Grimlord to his knees, as the series itself had failed to do. But they're currently fighting a losing battle using brute force instead of tactics. And that's when Tyler and Cheetah will come in. What will happen next? We'll find out next time. Until then, this is the Ecron Writer signing out. And stay tuned for the next episode. Ciao, everyone.